Yes, there is more than one way to skin a cat. However, the biggest differences between how final expense telephone sales agents close their sales usually comes down to like two things: talent and perspective. And you'll see exactly what I mean in a minute. But first, please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you can hang around until the end of this video, I'm gonna show you how to get a copy of what I call the medical questions page. And this is the one that we use while selling final expense over the phone. This thing, it's a great place to keep your notes about the client, along with like the ailments and the medications. Shoot, you can even put their checking information and social security number in there for future reference. So let's go ahead. We're gonna roll the intro and get the video started. I'm Doug Massi, and yes, I've sold final expense both face-to-face and over the phone. Even though my success is based on face-to-face sales, just how I did it when I was writing the big numbers, I've seen some huge differences between the producers that hit the big numbers and the agents that are barely getting by. One of those things is the way they go about closing the sale. Now, some people are strong on the phone, and others, well, they're kind of weak. For example, a strong producer sounds super clear and paces themselves, while they're making the presentation. They don't talk too fast, they don't talk too slow, and they tend to know when to pause and when to place emphasis during specific parts of the presentation. When you add this to the ability to empathize with the prospect, and I know I bring that up in every single video, you have the makings of a talented top producer. So what does this all have to do with closing the sale? Well, if you're not able to do most of this, then it's gonna be that much harder for you to make it to the end of your presentation without the prospect hanging up on you. We have a video titled The Three-Legged Stool. Check it out, because without the three legs that I talk about in that video, it's gonna be hard as heck for you to even get to the end of the presentation. With that being said, let's talk a little bit about some subtle differences between people that can close more sales than others and why. One of the biggest things that I've noticed about the better agents is how they demand and speak with the clients in a way that demands action, which inadvertently gets the client to internally establish the importance of the insurance. Enough to follow direction. And when I say follow direction, I mean not only get up off the couch to get their prescription medication bottles, but to pick up, well, not to pick up, but to like pick an option when it comes time to close the sale. To me, that's when the close starts. Over and over, I hear the less talented agents sound like they're almost afraid when it comes time to ask for the client's social security number and checking information. They hesitate and sound like they think they're doing something that they shouldn't be doing. Not good, really. I mean, because they've gotten this far and are afraid that, I think what happens is they're afraid that they're gonna blow the sale, and it gets in their head. When you can internalize that this is all par for the course, another day, another client, another sale, nothing different going on, of course, and get past the negative thoughts that, might be going in your head, you gotta remove the smell of desperation that's upon you. You will immediately notice how people start to react differently and will tend to follow your lead more and more. That's just how it works. Be confident, trust yourself, don't listen to the nonsense. For a copy of the medical questions page that I mentioned earlier in the video, just email me at doug@ufesonline.com. If you'd like to join our final expense telesales platform, just email me at that same address. Remember, guys, when you put the needs of your clients first, well, everything else is gonna usually, in most cases, fall right into place. So get out there and do something good for someone today. Happy hunting.